Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Natasha if it is your first time here. And in today's video, I'm wanting to do like a soft, flirty, fuchsia pink, kind of romantic look. Valentine's Day is coming up, and usually whenever we go out for date nights, I always put on like a super bold smoky eye or like a really bright lip, or I go like really hard with the makeup. And I really wanted to try to do like a softer, natural but like not natural fuchsia pink, like cute, flirty, romantic look. I don't have like a full idea, but I have a bunch of products out and I thought I would just film. So that's what it is. If you're interested in this video, just keep watching. So since I'm wanting to keep it like a little bit fresher, a little bit more low-key with the look today, I don't want to do like a super bold brow. I'm just going to go in with a tinted brow gel. This is the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel in Dutch. This is literally like one of my favorite tinted brow gels ever, and because I already have like a pretty good brow, not to brag, but like also low-key brag, I don't have to do like too much to it and it still has shape. So if you want to like fill in your brows more, fill them in more, but for me, I'm just gonna run through it with the gel and that'll be like enough. I like to give it like one full pass and then do the other one while it's drying and then go back in and do a second coat, because then I feel like it really kind of builds it up and gives it a more like bushy look. Okay, brows are done. I'm more than likely going to throw on a clear brow gel at the end, but that's just to like help kind of like hold them up and make sure they don't kind of like flop down and get weird throughout the day. So as for the face, I'm not going to do a foundation today because I want to keep it looking pretty natural, pretty kind of fresh and glowy looking. I am probably going to really layer on the cheek products like blush and highlight and stuff like that. But as for like concealing, I'm probably only going to do like under my eyes and kind of a little bit where I'm breaking out, just to kind of keep it cute. And then I'll probably conceal these little like chest breakouts I'm having too. So anyways, let's prime though. I am going to add a little bit of a primer, and you probably already know what I'm going to say. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This stuff is just like the best. I don't even like know if it's a primer. I don't even think it's a primer, honestly. I think it's like a liquid highlighter, but it just makes my skin look so goddessy and so glowy. Like I need it every day. Every day. And this, because it doesn't really have like pigment to it, like it looks like it does, but when it blends out, it is just glow. I can kind of put more all over my face because that's not really going to make it look like I'm wearing like a foundation. And I'm just going to take my e.l.f. buffing brush and buff that out. It really just adds like the perfect glow to your face without like shimmer or sparkle. It's literally just liquid glow. So I forgot to wet my sponge. I'm gonna go wet my sponge. I'll be right back. Okay, so my sponge is wet. I'm gonna go in with this concealer right here. I just got this. This is the Hourglass Cosmetics, the Vanish Concealer. I got mine in the shade Birch. I think it might be just like a tinge too light for me, but this is a really beautiful, I would say it's like almost full coverage concealer, but it just has like the most beautiful natural looking finish. I've really been liking it, and I've really been liking it under my eyes and on my face, which is saying something because I feel like I never like a concealer for both. It's always like one or nothing. And I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush and kind of just more like pounce it in to the areas I want to cover. I don't care if they show through a little bit. I just don't want them to be like so starkly red. And that's all for concealer that I'm going to add to my forehead. I usually add way more, but that's it. And then I'm just going to kind of go around my face and look for similar areas, like around my nose right here. Always gets like a teeny bit red. And then on my chin I have a few little breakouts. But that's it. That's all I'm going to add to the rest of my face besides my under eyes. And I'm going to go in with that e.l.f. sponge and kind of just press it in again. I mean e.l.f. brush and kind of just press it in again. My little nose creases, and I will bring this up actually, just even on the nose a little bit, the leftover. And I always like to take my sponge after that and kind of just press it into the skin, because I feel like it just adds like a really nice touch to it and it makes it even appear more skin-like. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my under eyes with this concealer, and I'm just going to use a little bit, mainly like more in the corner right here, because I want to just kind of conceal the darkness. I don't really need to like do a full stark like highlighting under eye big thing. I'm going to take my finger first and get it where I want it, and I'm even going to take it onto the lid, which I don't normally do, just to kind of even it out. Not a whole lot though. You can see that like on my eyelid there's still a lot of like discoloration. I don't want to cover that up completely. I just want to add like a little veil of color on there. Add just a tiny bit more. God, that's a noisy concealer bottle. Like, listen to this. Noisy. My under eyes are pretty dry today. I'm going to go in with the other side and just do the same thing. Okay, and then let's conceal these little ones I have on my chest. I'm going to take the brush with these ones. Okay, so this Hourglass concealer, I've only ever actually used it on top of a foundation, and now that I'm using it like just on my skin, I think it's definitely like a shade too light. I can definitely go with a shade darker for just my skin. I look a little bit like a ghost right now. So I'm going to set my under eyes with just like a little bit of powder just to kind of like calm down that really bright white. But once I put the bronzer on my face, it'll kind of even out, but I definitely look like a ghost right now. I do really like this concealer. I just think that I need a different shade. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Thrive Cosmetics Filtered HD powder on a Dose of Colors brush and just set my under eyes. And my eyelids as well, because I put concealer on them. Okay, so I definitely need to add some color back into this face. So I'm going to go in with a bronzer. I'm using this Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. This is a luminous bronzer. This is a really pretty one, and I don't want to go in too heavy with it. I'm going in with my Morphe M527. And I'm just going to start bronzing up the face. I don't want to really do like a too structured of a bronze, like I'm not really contouring today. I just want to add a little bit of life back in to my ghosty face. Jawline real quick, just softly to kind of balance it out under the chin, and then whatever left across the nose. Okay, so now that I went ahead and bronzed and added a little bit of shape to the face, I want to go in with some blush, and I'm definitely going to layer today because I want to have like a really pink flush kind of glowy blush. So the first thing I'm going to put on is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is in the shade Thanks for the Memories. It's like a really nice kind of satiny, rosy, nudie blush. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe M405. And that's what I'm going to start to kind of build up the beginning layer of the pink. Blush tends to be the first thing that fades from people's faces. So I find if you really like layer your blush, like if you do a cream, a powder, and then a blush topper, I know that's like really excessive, but that really like helps lock it in and keep that kind of like flush of color in your cheeks longer. I don't know what it is about blushes. Like I don't know why those always fade first from people's faces. So I'm really focusing it like on the apples of my cheeks and then pulling it back. When you're adding this first layer, when it's like a cream, or I don't even know if this is really a cream, like I kind of consider this a cream just because the texture is kind of weird. You don't need to go super hard. Like it doesn't need to be super pigmented, super bright. You just kind of have to start your outline of the shape that you want, and then as you're layering it, it's going to darken up because you're layering on top of product. Take a little bit on my nose as well. Just give that like cute out in the sun, flirty look. So I have the initial kind of built up here from the ColourPop shadow. So now I'm going to go into this BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 color palette, and I'm going to go in this top row mainly, but I want to really dig into this shade right here because it's like a really cute kind of bubblegummy pink. And then I will also go into the rest of them up here. So just literally like this is how I'm doing it with that same brush. And then kind of concentrating more on this shade. This is such a good affordable blush palette. Like I use this all the time. And then just start getting blushed up. And I'm going for like a really pink, really blushy look today because I know it's going to fade a little bit. If you're like, whoa, that's way too much blush as you're putting it on, don't worry about it. It'll fade a little bit. It's cute. I like to bring it up kind of high too. And that's it. That's all I'm doing for that. If you're looking at this and you are really like, oh, that's way too much blush, just take your sponge or your brush, pat, 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 and it'll kind of dim it down a little bit. I don't really want that though, so let's go back in. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually not a blush product. I still have one more blush product, but I want to go in with this first. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I've talked about this many times. It's literally just like a luminous face powder. It reminds me so much of like the Hourglass luminous face powders. And I'm just going to go over my cheek area, my forehead. It doesn't really have that much pigment to it, not a whole lot of color. So I like to just add this all over my face because it just gives it like a nice soft, kind of blown out luminous look. These clips are driving me crazy. They're supposed to help me with my hair and they're just like in the way. Okay, so then after that I have my final blush product. I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals highlighter in the shade Joy. It's that really pretty pinky peach color. I'm going to go in really lightly with this EcoTools sheer blush brush. This is like a duo fiber, very kind of loose sheer brush, and I'm just going to tap, 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 very lightly Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. It's just going to add a little bit more color and some definite glow. Like, look at that. I don't even have a highlighter on yet, but my skin and my face is just like so glowy and so pretty right now. Okay, so at this point is when I decide, like, am I going to go in with something on the eyes or not? I'm going to go in super lightly with the eyes with the bronzer and the blushes that I was using, and like messy, dust it over the crease, dust it over the eyelid, and call it a day, because I just kind of want it to like pull together. I want it to all look soft. I don't want anything really structured or really like smoky on the eyes. Like, I want it all to just kind of be like soft and pink and pretty. You know, how many times can I say the same adjectives this video? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to go into both of these at the same time with this Sephora Pro Crease Brush and just dot, 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 swirl, 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 pat it off. And then very lightly, making sure to hold at the end of the brush, so super light. And just kind of get all up in there. Dip back in if needed, but make sure to be very light with it. And that just adds just like the tiniest bit, like you can almost not even see it on camera, but it just adds like the tiniest bit of color and kind of pulls it in. Okay, and then we'll go in with the BH Cosmetics blush palette, and literally I'm going to go more in this pinky shade right here, but do the same exact thing on the eyelids. Just real quick, all over. Literally just like the lightest flush, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my under eyes, but I'm just going to like dip into all of them at the same time, not even really worry about it. And take that same brush and just kind of blow out the under eye super lightly. I just want to add like a tiny bit of color there. I don't need it to be too structured, too smoky. Just doing the bare minimum here. Cute. Super easy, and then you just have like a little bit on your eyes and it kind of just pulls it all together. So next is highlight, and I'm actually wanting to use a highlight that I haven't used before. This is from Ether Beauty, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it's their Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter. I actually bought this on Sephora, and I just thought it was so cute looking. Like, look at the packaging. Hold on. So I bought this on Sephora, and I just thought it was so cute looking. Like, the packaging, that's like raised. It's like a raised little diamond, and it has this little strap on it. And when you open it, it has this like message in it. Instead of a mirror, it says, I'm just going to give you like the short version of it. Basically, they took out the mirror and the magnets and like the heavy weights in the palette because they want to make it more eco-friendly. And that way you can fully recycle this when it's done. And then it has like a little message in it and the highlight. But look how pretty this highlight looks. It's like gold and pink. Super cute. And where's my highlighting brush? And I'm going to use it for the first time. This might be a little bit more booming of a highlight than I'm wanting, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's really pretty. Ooh, this is actually working out nice for what I wanted. Pretty. Whoa, way pretty. It has like a duochrome to it almost, where it's like in one light it's very champagne-y, very gold, and then you like move a certain way and it's like hot pink almost. Pretty. You know what? I'm actually going to take a little bit of this brush and go boom right in my brow bone with both of them. I will say this highlight is kind of glittery. I will say it has like a glittery feel to it, almost like the Fenty Diamond Balm, but it's like a highlight that also has glitter in it. So I'm actually going to layer on top of that. I think the highlight is so pretty, but it's a little bit more glittery than I was wanting, so I'm going to go in with the Becca highlight in Champagne Pop. It's just like a really nice light gold champagne-y color. And just kind of add on top of that. Might not really pick up on camera, but in person, it's just giving me a different luminization level. Okay, and I'm gonna really get my collarbones too. I love to do this part, highlight my chest. And honestly, I usually kind of just take it everywhere because it looks good when the light shines on it anyways. You see? Cute! If I were to put lotion on first and then go in with the highlighter, it'd be even more booming, but I didn't do that. So I'm going to go in and run a little clear brow gel through my brows just to get them to stick back up. So I'm going to set my face using the new Fenty Beauty What It Do setting spray. I actually used this for the first time on my Insta stories the other day, but I didn't have any makeup on, so it made my skin look good, but I couldn't really tell what it did for my makeup. So that's what I'm going in with today. The mister is really nice. Like, it has a really fine mist. It reminds me so much of the mister on my Cover FX Dewy Setting Spray. The smell is pretty strong though, but dang, that made my face dewy. My face looks so glowy right now. I think this is like my best friend's nightmare because she has oily skin, so she's probably looking at this like, oh, hell no. But for me, I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to look just wet with dew. Okay, so all I have left to do is mascara and lip. So I'm going to do my mascara. Okay, so I hopped off camera and I did my mascara. I used this new Fenty Beauty, what is this called? Full Frontal, the flat to fat mascara. I really like it. I've been using it now for like a week or so, and it kind of took me a few days to get a hold of like the wand because the wand is super weird. Let me show you. It's literally like flat. It looks like a paddle, like an oar or something that you would use to literally paddle a boat. So it kind of took me a few days to get used to that, but now that I feel like I kind of have the hang of it, I think this is like a really pretty mascara. All we have left to do is the lip. Okay, so I want to do like a really glossy, really cute lip. I think that I'm literally going to go in so basic. So I'm going to go in with 2 lip liners. I'm going to use the Kokie Cosmetics Warm Nude Lip Liner. You guys know my favorite nude. And then the Flower Cosmetics Petal Pout Lip Liner in Rose. I really like this, but it's like too pink. So I think I want to mix it in with the nude. And that'll give me like a perfect what I'm going for here. So I'm first going to go in with the Flower Beauty and just align my lips normal. So you see it's a really pretty lip liner, but it's just like too pink. Like I'm not going that kind of bubblegum pink today. Okay, so I have the basic line with that. And then I'm going to go in with the Kokie liner right over it. Yeah, so layering that Kokie liner on top of that, it still kind of has that like pink to it, but it kind of subdues it a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with this Flower Beauty Petal Pout lipstick. This is in the shade Peachy Nude. And I'm just going to kind of do a really light mount and then take my finger. Okay, cute. Looking like what I want. And then I'm going to go in. I finally got it, guys. The Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Glass Slipper. It's the clear gloss bomb. I finally got it. I'm going to go in with it, and then I'm going to have to clean off this doe foot because no. Do I have a lip brush? Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand because I don't want to get the doe foot all dirty. God, it's so nice. I love the smell of the Fenty gloss. And then I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. This is not a lip brush, but I'm using it as that. Go over and get it glossy. It's literally the best gloss in the world. I'm already messing up with this brush. Cute, besides this mess that I made. Alright guys, and that's it for this look. It's just a really fun, really flirty, soft, glowy, natural, I just keep saying the same things over and over again type of look. So that's my cue to wrap it up here. As always, I'll have everything I use listed in the description box down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post here on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!